Hey, I wanted to give you a quick devotional today for Holy Wednesday, what's known as Spy Wednesday. It's a day that the church has traditionally recognized and talked about the betrayal of Judas when he conspired against Christ and against betraying him. The Gospel of John, chapter 12, the way that it describes what Judas is doing is it says that he was in the habit of keeping some of the money for himself. He was in charge of the money of the disciples, and he kept some of it for himself. How do you get to that point? How do you have a minister who is the greatest minister who's ever lived? For 3 years of your life, you follow this man around, you listen to his teachings, and at the end of it, you're willing to hand over an innocent man, your preacher, your pastor, for 30 pieces of silver. How do you get to that point? Well, if we take what we know from Judas, you get to that point because you're in the habit of doing smaller sins. You're in the habit of taking some of the money for yourselves, and eventually, as sin builds up, as sin builds up in your life, you get to the point where you're willing to do something you thought you would never do. See, it doesn't matter if you have the greatest preacher. It doesn't matter if you listen to the best teachings. It doesn't matter if you follow Jesus around for 3 years, but keep that part of your life in secret. That part will catch up with you. And you'll be willing to hand him over for 30 pieces of silver. Things that we think we would never do, we end up doing, and then defending. Judas, we know, at least one of the words it describes in the Bible is he felt sorry for his sins, went away crying, and eventually hung himself because of his sin. What I want you to remember on this Holy Wednesday is the call of a Christian is to not let our sin be in secret and build it up. But as part of following Christ is to let every aspect of our life come into the light and be known by God. Church, I hope you have a great Wednesday, and may the Lord bless you.